Hello students, in the previous lecture we have studied about 2D transforms. The last topic was 2D transforms. So we'll continue our lecture. Uh, we'll continue our lecture with 3D transforms. Okay. So what are 3D transforms? Okay, we can transform a particular element in Z direction also. Previously, we used to transform our element along X and Y direction. Okay, suppose here we have given translate X and translate Y. Okay, now we can also use translate Z. Okay, so it will move along Z direction also. Okay, suppose I will you will get this translate property. Okay, this translate method will be using, suppose we will use 20 pixel comma 30 pixel, and then we will use 40 pixel. Okay, so we have given our three directions X, Y and Z. Okay, so it should work. Okay, so we'll save it, and now we'll refresh it and see what happens. Okay, see, any action here, any change is not happening. Why? Because here we have given three directions. Okay, this is a 3D translate. Okay, but we haven't mentioned here that it is a 3D translate. Okay, so we have to mention 3D translate. Okay, translate 3D. Okay, now we'll save it and we'll refresh the page. See, now it is moving, like the positioning is 20 pixel, 30 pixel, and you will not able to see here 40 pixel. Okay, when we'll rotate in this, you will not able to see this Z direction. Okay, in some other angles you can, in some other elements you can see the change. Okay, we can also write like this. Okay, suppose we can change it to translate X, and we'll give only the X direction value. Okay, we can do like this also. Suppose we'll give X direction, so it is moving along X direction, 20 pixel along X direction. Suppose we'll give Y and Z, suppose we'll give Z direction. Okay, so what will happen? See, nothing happens. Okay, because we are not able to translate it in along Z direction. Okay, suppose we'll, okay, so this is the translate property. This Z direction will be, I will show you in this rotate property. Okay, suppose we'll comment out this for now, and we'll comment it is, we'll comment out these. Okay, okay, now we'll use a 3D format. Okay, rotate 3D, and suppose I will give a 20 degree, then 30 degree, and then a 40 degree. Okay, and we will save it. We are rotating along three directions. Okay, three dimensions. So we'll save it. See, nothing happens. Why nothing happens? Because in case of rotate, this degrees don't work like this. Okay, it we have to mention our X, Y and Z direction. Okay, and then we have to mention the degree upon which, along which we have to rotate. Okay, so first we'll give the X, Y, Z direction. Okay, suppose we'll give 1, 2, 3, and we want to rotate along 60 degree. Okay, now we'll save it. So we are rotating along 60 degree, and our X direction is 1, 2 and 3. X, Y, Z and direction is 1, 2 and 3. Okay. Now we will save it and we'll refresh the page. See, now it is rotating 60 degree and the distance is along x-axis is 1, along y-axis is 2 and along z-axis is 3. Okay, suppose we will increase the distance to, we will increase the distance to 5 and we will increase the distance to like 10. Okay, now we will save it and we will refresh it. See, now our shape has changed a little bit. Okay, so this is the distance between like this is the distance along x-axis, this is the distance along y-axis, and this last is along z-axis. Okay, and we have to mention here the degree upon which along which the element will be rotated. Okay, so you can also rotate like along x-axis. Okay, suppose you want to rotate along x-axis. This we have read in the previous class. Okay, see, now it is rotated along x-axis. Suppose I will rotate it along 120 degree. Suppose here we have a height and width of 100 pixels. So we have rotated it along 120 degree. Okay, so now our like this our element is now rotated. Okay, our element is now rotated. Suppose here we'll give a 90 degree. Okay, give a 90 degree. Okay, then here some problem is there. Here we can't able to give 90 degree because why it disappeared, because when we rotate along x direction, we rotate 90 degree along x direction. Suppose when we rotate 80 degree, suppose, see the change. Okay, see, a little bit of our element is appearing. If we'll give a 70 degree, okay, more element will be appeared here. Okay, so we are rotating along x direction at an angle of 90 degree, so the element completely disappears. Okay, means it completely rotates, so we are not able to see. Okay, suppose we want to rotate it along y. Okay, at an angle of 90 degree, so we'll refresh it. Just a minute, we'll give another angle of 20 degree. Okay, see, here we can see this is 20 degree. Okay, we have rotated the element as here 200 degree. Okay, sorry, here we are not seeing any difference. Suppose we will give a 120, we'll give a 150 degree, suppose. Okay, then you can see the some change. Okay, see, it is rotated like this. Okay, it is not rotating like this. It is a 3D. We are rotating it like, suppose when we rotate it along that axis. Okay, then see the difference. See, now it is rotating along 3 directions. Okay, x, y and z. Okay, suppose I will give an example in W3 schools. Okay, we'll give an example in W3 schools. Here you can understand better. Okay, see, when we are hovering onto this, see, this is 2D rotation and this is 3D rotation. Okay, this is the difference between 2D and 3D rotation. Okay, in 2D only x and y directions are involved, but in 3D x, y, z three directions are involved. Okay, see when we are rotating along x direction. Okay, see this is rotated like this. Okay, when we rotate it along y direction, it is rotated like this. Okay, so you can rotate it along three directions. When we are rotated along z, it is rotated like this. Okay, so in all the properties, in all the methods, you can apply this x, y, z. Okay, suppose in scale, you can also, suppose I will comment out these. Okay, suppose you want to use 3D property, 3D method. So you have to use 3D here, scale 3D, and you have to give three directions. Okay, here x, y, z. Here our width, height, and one more three-dimensional is there. So it will take three arguments. Okay, suppose here when we refresh it, it is will apply a margin. Okay, will apply a margin, then we'll be able to see it is now. Suppose we remove this. Now you can see. Okay, it is like we'll remove this. We are not using this property here. See, now the difference is when we are using this scale property. Okay, scale method, we are doubling the width and height. Okay, and when we are using the 3D property, sorry, when we are using the 3D property, then when we specify some value here, okay, suppose 2, then notice the difference. No difference is there, and no difference is shown because this is a three-dimensional. We have provided the three-dimensional property. Okay, but it is a plane, so we can't show the three-dimensional thing in a plane. Okay, so here we have used the 3D state. Okay, 3D method, scale 3D. Okay, so we can't show the 3D property in a 2D plane. Okay, so here you are not able to see the difference. Okay, so we have learned about 2D transformation, 2D transform, and 3D transform. Okay, keep in mind that it is supported after Internet Explorer 9. Okay, version 9, and Chrome version 36. It is supported after Chrome version 35. It is supported from Chrome version 36 and Internet Explorer 10. Okay, it will be not be supported below Internet Explorer 10 or Chrome version 36. Okay, now we will learn about transition property. Okay, so we'll create a new page. Here we'll give a title as transition. Okay, here also we'll create a div. Suppose here we'll create an empty div. Okay, so we will apply a transition to this div. Transition means some change, when we hover onto any element. Suppose its height should be increased. Okay, suppose its background color should be changed. Okay, this type of transition should happen. Okay, so how can we do this? Okay, suppose we style it. We will style our div. Okay, Suppose we will give a width of 100 pixel, height of 100 pixel, background color. Okay. Suppose we have given these styling properties to our div. Okay. Suppose let's save it and we'll go to our page 19. Okay. So this is the result of our these properties. Okay. So suppose we want to like increase our width. Okay. We want to increase our width when we hover onto this element. We want to increase our width. Okay. So how much width? Suppose 300 pixel. It should like uh, increase its width to 300 pixel. Okay. Suppose I will show you. Okay. So here we have given a width of 100 pixels. So we want to increase its width by hovering onto it. So we'll apply the hover pseudo selector. Okay. So when we hover onto this element, we want width to increase to 300 pixel. Okay. So we have increased the width to 300 pixel. Okay. So we'll refresh it. See, when we are hovering, the width changes to 300 pixel. Okay. So I have told you. So we are studying transition. Okay. But we haven't used any transition property here. Okay. So transition means like when we are placing the cursor here, this should gradually increase its width, not suddenly. Okay. It should the action should not be sudden. Okay. It should increase gradually. Okay. Suppose we will apply a transition property. Okay. Here we have to give that property which we want to change. Suppose here we want to change our width property. Okay. Suppose we'll save now. Okay. Now we'll save. Okay. And we'll see the difference. Okay. Now when we are hovering the cursor, it is not showing any gradual change. Okay. But I've told you it should gradually increase. Okay. When we apply the transition property. Okay. So here in transition, one more property should be present. Okay, the duration of that effect. Okay, how long that effect will last. Okay, suppose I will give a 2 second time. Okay, so the transition should last 2 seconds. Okay, suppose we'll save it and we'll refresh it. Now we will hover onto this element. See, now it is gradually increasing its width. Okay, so here it is increasing its width in 2 seconds. Okay, if we will suppose provide 0.2 seconds. Okay, then notice the difference. Okay, see now it is gradually increasing, like it is taking 2 seconds to reach 300 pixel width. Okay, now we will refresh and see. Now it is taking only 0.2 seconds to increase its width. Okay, so this is the difference of this duration. Okay, it is compulsory to mention this duration. If you will not mention, then this property will not work. Okay, this transition property will not work. Okay, suppose we'll give 6 second duration. Okay, suppose then it will happen. See, the width will increase by 300 pixel in 6 seconds. Okay. See. Okay. It is a slow process. Okay, so the timing is important. Okay, you have to like 2 seconds is like ideal. Okay, see, it is also looking nice. Okay, so you have to give the timing, like the duration, the effect will last. Okay, we can also adjust its speed. Like when we are hovering onto this, we can also adjust its speed. Okay, this like when we are hovering onto this, you will not able to see the difference. Okay, but it is starting fast, then in between it is slow, and then when this is ending, it is fast. Okay, so we can adjust this speed. Okay, by using the one property is there. Suppose here we'll give a transition timing function. Okay, see, here you can choose from here transition timing function. Okay, see, various options are coming. Okay, see, various options are coming. Suppose we will use ease. Okay, in this ease timing function, suppose we'll save it. Okay, I've saved it, and we'll increase suppose our width to like 800 pixel. Okay, so you can understand clearly. Okay, suppose we have given the ease timing function. Okay, and we have increased the width to 800 pixel upon hovering. Okay, so we'll save it and see. At first, so this is the same timing we are using previously. Okay, because this is timing function is the default timing function. If you will not provide this, then only this will be this timing function will take place. Okay, suppose we'll use linear. Okay, in this linear, this the timing will be equal on start and on end. Okay, it will be equally distributed from start to end. Okay, suppose here there is a fast start, then in between the time is slow, and then at last when it is ending the time is fast. Okay, suppose when we are providing the linear timing function. Okay, and we'll refresh it. See, the time is linearly like it is equal across every platforms. Okay, suppose it is same on start and on end. Okay, okay, so one timing function is this, one is ease in. Okay, see, ease in. Okay, this means that it will have a slow start. Okay, suppose we refresh it. See, now it has a slow start, and then at end it will go fast. Okay, see, it has a slow start, and then it is moving fastly. Okay, so this is ease in timing function. One is ease out timing function. Okay, so we'll save it. This is the opposite of ease in. Here we have a slow start, and in ease out we have a slow end. Okay, notice, see, the start is fast and the end is slow. See, okay, you can see the difference. The start is fast and the end is slow. Okay, suppose we want like to have a slow start and a slow end. Okay, so we can also provide this as ease in out. Okay, this means that we will have a slow start and then we will have a slow end. Okay, now we'll refresh it. and see it has slow start, and at middle it is like linear, and it has a slow end. Okay. It has slow start and slow end. So these are five like 5 to 6 properties are there of transition timing function. Okay. You can use to adjust your time. You can also add one more property like suppose here when we hover onto this element, like it increases its width. Okay, like we don't have time. Okay, so we can like we want to like increase the width after 2 seconds or after 3 seconds or after 4 seconds. Okay, suppose when we hover we want to increase the width after 4 seconds. Okay, so a delay is there. Okay, so we can also give that delay. Okay, so we'll put a transition delay property. Here you can see transition delay property. Okay, here suppose we are giving 4 seconds. Okay, so when we hover onto the element, now it is increasing its width as we are hovering onto this element, but when we refresh it, see we hover onto this element after 4 seconds, it will gradually increase. Okay, suppose we'll give a 2 second time. So after 2 seconds, it will gradually increase its width. Okay, so you can also write these 4 properties in one line. Okay, suppose we'll give a transition. Okay, and suppose we want to give these 3 properties in one line. Okay, so first we will give the transition property. Okay, the property which we want to change. Suppose we want to change the width. Okay, and then the timing means the how long the effect will last, that is 2 seconds. Then we will give the timing function. Okay, like how we want to increase, how speed we want to increase our width. Okay, so here we will give is in out. Okay, and then we'll give a transition delay of 2 seconds. Okay, so we have provided this three these 4 properties in one line. We'll comment out for now, and let's see and this line works or not. Okay, so we'll refresh it. Now it is not working. Here we have given a delay of 2 seconds. Okay, so we'll wait for 2 seconds, and then see the width increases by 800 pixels. Okay, so this is the shorthand property for transition. Okay, so you can use the 4 properties in one line. Okay, you can also like you can also add transform property to this transition. Okay, suppose we will like here you can also add transform property. Here you can suppose we want to like we want to increase. Suppose we will remove this, refresh this, we'll save this, and we'll refresh this. Okay, so we want to increase its width and increase its height. Okay, and we want to rotate by using the transform property. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, suppose we want to increase its height by 800 pixel or 600 pixel. Okay, upon hovering, these two, width will be increased by 800 pixel and height will be increased by 600 pixel. and we want to rotate the div. Okay, so we will use the rotate property. Suppose we will use rotate x or any rotate property you can use, like you will want to give any, here we will give transform, and then we'll use rotate. Okay, suppose we want to rotate it in 90 degree. Okay, so here we have given, upon hovering we have given three properties. Okay, so we should also give three properties in transition. Okay, so we'll give a height which should last 2 seconds, and also the transform property. Okay, so we'll give transform and we'll use 2 seconds. Okay, now let's save it and we'll see the difference. Suppose refresh it. See, now this is looking kind of ugly. Okay, so we'll adjust it. Why it is showing such behavior? Because here we have missed the comma. Okay, so it is showing some such behavior. Okay, so suppose here, okay, suppose we have given our, because it has three properties. Okay, it has three different properties, like width is a different property, height is a different property, and transform is a different property. So you have to put a comma between these. Okay, now let's save it and refresh it and see. Now it is rotating, its width and height is not changing, and it is rotating along 90 degree. Okay, suppose we'll use the width by 500, suppose 500, and we'll give a different angle. Okay, rotate it by a different angle. Okay, suppose we refresh it. Now see, okay, it is rotated by 150 degree. Okay, so you can also apply, you can also apply here any property. Okay, any CSS styling you can apply. Okay, but you have to keep in mind that you have to provide these properties here. Okay, in hover, or you are applying any pseudo selector. Okay, so you have to apply that property which you are changing in this transition property. Okay, and you have to mention the duration, uh, that effect will last like how much seconds. Okay, so you have to mention that duration. Now this transition is like complete. Okay, we have given, like we have studied all the transition properties. Okay, so now we'll move further to our animation. Okay, how to do animation on our web page. Suppose we will like comment these out. Just a minute. We'll comment these out first, and we'll comment these out. Okay, now we will do animation. Okay, suppose here is our resultant page. Okay, see now this is our page. Okay, here we have applied a width and height of 100 pixel and given a background color of red to our div. Okay, so now we want to do animation on this particular div. Okay, so the animation, how can we do animation? Okay, so suppose there we have to give like we have to start with an animation name. Okay, this animation name This animation name will provide like anything we can give. Okay, suppose we will give start animation. Okay. Any name we can give. Okay, suppose we are giving this name. Okay, so inside this animation name we will be doing our animation. Okay, so how can we do? So we have to use one keyword. Okay, keyframes. Okay, we have to give this text to initialize our like animation. Okay, then we will give our animation name. Okay, suppose here we can also give animation. Okay, we'll give only animation. Okay, so our animation name is animation. Okay, so here we will give animation. Okay, and inside this we will style our will do our animation. Okay, suppose we want to change the background color. Okay, so what we'll write, we'll write from. Okay, from starting means like initial state. Okay, we want our background color red. Then we'll provide a 2. Okay, then we will provide a 2 means from here, from background color red it will start and it will end in this background color. Okay, suppose we'll give any color. Suppose we'll give a salmon. Okay, so we have given a salmon background. Okay, so we have given this animation. We'll start with red background color and we'll like end with salmon background color. Okay, suppose we'll save it. Okay, now we are saving it. See, no animation is provided here. Why? Because we haven't given any duration. Okay, we have to give a duration, like here we have given a duration of 2 seconds. In the same way we have to give a duration of the animation. So we'll give animation duration. Okay, here you can see you can give like 2 seconds you can give. Okay, like this duration means how long the effect will last. Okay, so we have saved it and we'll refresh it. See, we don't have to hover onto this. It will, when we'll refresh it, it will change the salmon. It will, the background color will change to salmon for 2 seconds. Suppose we will increase the time here. Okay, and we'll refresh it. Now slowly it will change the color, and after 4 seconds it will reach it to its initial state. Okay, it will turn the background color to its initial color. Okay, that is red color. Okay, suppose here we'll remove this and see it happens or not. See, okay, so you have to give a from and to means the initial state and the end state. Okay, you have to give the initial and the end state. Okay, like you can also separate it by like part by part. Okay, suppose you can also give it a percentage. Suppose like in 0% the background color should be red. Okay, then in 50%, then in 50% background color should be salmon, and then in 100% background color should be like can give any background color, suppose violet. Okay, Now we'll save it and see what happens. Okay. Now we'll save it. See. Now three colors are changing. Okay. So we have removed our background color here. So it is changing to white. Okay. Its initial background color. Okay. So we'll give our background color as red. Okay. So this is our initial state. Okay. When it will be on 0%, the background color will be red. When it will reach to 50%, the background color will be salmon, and at the end, the background color changes to violet. And after that, this process goes on repeating. Okay, it will not repeat until we refresh the page. Okay, so we'll refresh the page. See, for 4 seconds, it changes to all the three colors and then come to its initial color. Okay, that is red. You can also suppose add, like here we want to add more colors. Okay, so we'll add like 20%. Like we want to add background color of like yellow. Okay, then we want to add 60%. Okay, we can add 60% and add a background color of yellow green. Okay, then we will add 80%. We'll add a background color of like, add a teal. Okay, so here we are providing 6 colors. Okay, so like we'll increase the duration. Okay, so you can see the colors properly. So we'll save it and now refresh it. See, all the colors will change gradually. Okay, for 10 seconds, and after 10 seconds it will come to its initial color, that is red. Okay, so in this way you can do the animation. Okay, you can like apply from or to like the start and the end color. Okay. Or you can also apply these percentage. With the help of percentage you can apply all the background colors. Okay, more than 2 background colors. Okay, we can also apply like here, like where here we have applied a transition delay. In the same way we can also apply animation delay. Means like after this delay the animation will run. Okay, suppose we'll provide a 4 second. Okay, we'll give an animation delay. Okay, so here we'll give an animation delay of 4 seconds. Okay, so when we'll refresh it, see, after 4 seconds our animation will start. See, okay, so here this animation delay property we are using. Okay, to delay the animation. Okay, we'll convert it to 1 second. Okay, and then there is one more property, that is animation iteration count. Okay, see this iteration count. This means that how many times you want to repeat your animation. Okay, suppose I will put 3 here. Okay, and I will like decrease the animation duration. Okay, then I will save it, then I will refresh it. Okay, see, one red color is there, second time red color appears, third time red color appears. Okay, so and now stop. Okay, so we have given the animation iteration count as 3. So it is repeating, the animation is repeating itself 3 times. Okay, if we put like 4 here, then the animation will repeat itself 4 times. Okay, see, it will repeat itself 4 times. You can see when there is a red color, the animation is again repeated. Okay, so 4 times red color appears. Okay, so 4 times the animation is repeated. Okay, so we can also set the value as infinite. Okay, means it will not stop, the animation will not stop. Okay, it will go on and go on. Okay, it will like it will loop. Okay, so we can give like any values, or we can also give infinite. Okay, so that our animation don't stop. We can also change the animation direction. Suppose here will not able to see the animation direction changing. Okay, because your background color is changing, the position is not changing. Okay, so in order to work that, in order to, suppose here we want our animation direction to work. Okay, so we'll give an animation direction property. Here we have given animation direction. Okay, so it can be alternate, reverse, normal, or reverse. Okay, so these 4 properties are there. Okay, suppose we'll give a normal direction. Okay, suppose in 0% our left is 0 pixel. Suppose here we'll give a semicolon. Left in 0%, suppose I will reduce it to 25%, then 50%, then 75%, then 100%. Okay, we'll remove this. Okay, suppose we splitted the part into 4 parts. Okay, suppose here we are getting 5 parts. Okay, suppose, so here we are mentioning the values. Okay, it will be, when it will be in 0%, it will be like the position will be on left position, 0 pixel from left and 0 pixel from top. Okay, then when it will be like, suppose we'll give, copy this and paste here. Okay, when it will be on 25%, our, like, it will move 25 pixel from left. Okay, then we'll provide like here we'll provide now from left it will be 25 pixel. Okay, so now we'll give 25 pixel, and from top also it will be 25 pixel. Now here we will give left of 0 pixel, and from top it will be 25 pixel. Okay, and here we'll give left as 0 pixel and top as 0 pixel. Okay, suppose we have given this, we have styled like this. Okay, we have given this animation. Okay, suppose we'll save it and we'll refresh it. Okay, now we haven't got our styling properly. Here it is not working. Suppose because we haven't like we haven't positioned this. Okay, when we are positioning this, so we have to position, we have to position relative to that particular window. Okay, so we have to give a property as position relative Okay, suppose we have to give the position relative. Okay, so it will move relative to that position. Okay, relative to this browser window. Okay, suppose we'll refresh it. Now it should work. Yes, so it is moving 25 pixel, then it is going down, then it is coming like from top 25 pixel and left 0 pixel, then it is coming to its initial state. Okay, so we are doing, we are positioning like this. Okay, we are giving this animation with the help of position relative and this properties. Okay, suppose here we have given the animation direction as normal. Okay, we can also give as like reverse. Okay, you can also give reverse. If we'll give reverse, see it will move in reverse direction. Okay, see now it is moving in reverse direction. Like here it is also alternate reverse or alternate. Okay, first we'll talk about alternate. Okay, in alternate first it will move forward and then backward. See first forward, now here it is not moving. See, you have seen, like, see it is now alternate. First it is moving like this and then it is moving like this. Okay, suppose we want one more property to add it, alternate reverse. Okay, see the difference. First it will, see, now it is like alternate reverse means it is also applying the alternate property and also it is reversing the process. Okay, so these are four properties that we can use in animation direction. Okay, like we can also use timing function like we have used in our uh, transition. Okay, timing functions are there. Okay, suppose this transition timing function, same as this, there here we have animation timing function. Okay, see I've told you about ease in, ease out. Okay, all the methods are there. Okay, suppose we remove this. Okay, there are various methods are there. Ease in, out properties are there. Okay, we'll save it. This defines the speed of the particular animation. Okay, we can also use the animation shorthand property. Like here we have mentioned like 6 properties. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 to 7 properties we have mentioned here. Okay, so we can mention it in one line. Okay, suppose here we'll write animation. Okay, and then we'll write animation name. Okay, suppose here we are writing animation name. Okay, our animation name is animation. Then we'll provide the animation duration. Here we have provided a 4-second duration. Then we'll give a animation timing function, that is here we have given ease. Okay, then we'll give animation duration. Oh sorry, here we have given the animation duration, then we have given the animation timing function, then we'll give a animation delay. Suppose animation delay is 1 second, then we will give animation iteration count, that is infinite. Suppose here we'll reduce it to 2, and we can also give animation direction. Suppose I will give a reverse. Okay, and so we can write 6 properties in our one line code. Okay, suppose we'll comment out these and save it. Okay, we'll also comment out this and save this and see it is working or not. Okay, suppose we'll refresh it, see it is working properly. Okay, because we have given the animation direction as reverse. Okay, so it is uh, going through on reverse direction. Okay, so you can animate your web page. Okay, any or of your element, you can animate your element. Okay, by these properties. Okay, this shorthand property, you can animate it in one line. You have to like keep in mind this order. Okay, first is animation name, then animation duration, then animation timing function, then there is animation delay, then there is an animation iteration count, and then there is animation direction. Okay, you have to keep in mind the like its order. Okay, what comes first and what comes last. Okay, so for now I will be ending your lecture here.